So at this point, once it's released, it honestly should start calling the blues out already. This B can happen at the very end. This number can be held for as long as it wants. Also, this should start calling out some more stuff, I think. So it will call out a blue. Okay, let's test. Well, I really don't want to hold at 85 because if I hold at 85, it's gonna do this weird thing. Okay, whatever. It's close enough. So it will call out the blue. It will call out the blue. Blue will come in here. What blue basically wants to do is blue needs to start activating something new to walk in here, I think. Yeah. And honestly, that new thing probably is just another... It just activates this, but... But for how long? Okay, now I can actually look at the red going in because we want to look at the blue going. We want to monitor the blue going in. So this is about when the new cycle will begin. But the new cycle begins really fast. That's the problem. Which means that it's this value being white that will activate this thing, I think. Right? I think so. When a white thing comes out... But the problem is that a lot of white things will come out. Yeah, a lot of white things will come out, so no. It's more like it has to be a one-time thing. So it's more like... this. But no, more white things will still come out here. What? Okay. Okay, so what I want, I think, is a one-time white-colored checker. Which means I need a down conveyor that pushes you down into a white-colored checker that bounces back up. So this white-colored checker will activate this guy and activate you, which means this has to be waited for a bit longer. This will also happen to be activated by any blue that comes in to reset this system. In fact, any red that comes in will do so. So this can also be connected here. This white checker will activate you, which means that you will come here as soon as this comes here. Which means this has to be elongated by 1 to match. Wait, what? Oh, this X is supposed to be a Y then, because we don't want it to pull out something first. We want it to be pulled out when this white checker succeeds. In fact, this white checker will always be a white checker because the very first thing coming out of it... Yeah. When red resets this, the next thing coming down here will always be... Well, it will be a blue though, won't it? Oh, well in that case, we want this to be a blue checker then. Wait, but all the blues will... Okay, so the white checker is necessary. I think this will extend our cycle by quite a few, but it should be fine. Right? Okay, so let's go all the way to... I guess when this G comes in, hopefully nothing breaks. Wow, okay, we suddenly expanded this by a lot, which is awkward. Why is that the case? This can be reduced by a lot more then. So we had like 30 something, so let's go all the way down to 910, hopefully. Okay, we can go even lower. Let's subtract. So let's go 903, because I saw a 7 somewhere. And we can go even lower, but honestly it's fine. I don't really need to do that. Just get thrown in there. Fair enough. So the blue checker will do its thing. Oh, this blue checker doesn't really work. Oh, okay. Yeah, the blue checker gets it stuck. Does this have to be a blue checker then? I think it might have to be a blue checker. Let's see if a blue checker will fix this. Then we need to swap this position. What? Oh, okay, blue checker still goes wrong. Also, something went wrong here. The hashtag was brought in super early. Yeah, like super duper early for some reason. There you go. So this resets, this goes down here. There needs to be a blue checker down here. Okay. Fine, a blue checker. Oh, but a blue checker will activate this. I don't want that. What? Wait. Hold on. No. Hold on. Let me think about this more carefully. This is to reset this, not activate it. But only when blue sets in. Huh, what am I doing? What am I doing here? So this will always go up. When red goes here, this will be activated. I don't want red to activate this. In fact, I don't want anything except the last thing to go in here. The last blue. And the last blue will be somewhere. Oh, this red is now broken again. Yeah, if we break this again... Okay, hold on. Let's put this back to 945 like we thought would have worked. Okay, so blues will go in. Blues will do their thing. How do I know when the next cycle is coming on? That 105 needs to correspond with this. But this 105... What are we doing here? We need to keep checking 181s, right? Okay, I think I have some idea of what I want to do. Alright, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of all of this shenaniganery. Let's go back to this. So this will be back to 108. Okay, let's get rid of you. What? What now? Yeah. Oh, this Y needs to be an X. I forget. There you go. Okay, then this will happen. What I basically want is blue will... The first blue will have to reset something. It will have to... What will I have to do? It will have to... I feel like we did this in a complete wrong order. The blue has to do something that will ensure that the next time a white comes out, this is immediately activated. In fact, a white should probably activate this. I mean, if that were the case, then this would be subtracted by 1, so we're going back to 108 again. Or were we at 108 before? We were at 108. This goes back to 107. And then you get this to connect over to here. Yeah. This will just work. Maybe the reason it works is because whatever comes in here will always just be added to this value for until the next 10 cycles, right? So the next one should also work out? No. Okay, I did something wrong here. But we can check why I did something wrong here. So this should come out, this should come out, this will come out. These values will be held as expected. Oh, this... Wait, what? Oh, the 90... What? I mean, yeah, the 91 won't activate anything. So again, this will occur. But why won't this... Oh, this needs to be reset. Aha. I mean, that shouldn't be too difficult. The blues can just reset it. Why is that difficult? Because once this gets thrown in, this can reset that, and then everything will be fine, right? Right? Yes. Wow. Okay, surprisingly enough, the answer is yes. Everything will be fine. And then we're just gonna keep waiting. For some reason. Okay, okay, okay. So we'll go all the way to the first time 10 things get... Oh, I think the third row is already 10 objects. No, it's not. Wait, where? Where is a row of 10 objects? Is it this row? 2, 4, 6... 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's that row, that G over there. What is that? Position 238. Here. Okay, in that case, we're going to wait all the way until this G happens. Actually, no. We'll go to this 238 right now. Pull it out. I want to see if this is held correctly. Oh, this is a 2-pair one. Oh my gosh, the one with 2 pairs is the broken one? I guess it is. Hold on. Is it? Okay, yeah, then everything will be held on until the counter counts to... Right, in that case... Hashtag... Oh, this might have to wait for a lot longer then. Okay, well, I can do that. Oh, this will already activate. This will be set to a value of 89. Wait, what? Oh, this will never get thrown away. Oh. Ooh. Okay, why not? It's because this only holds for a very short amount of time, right? Yeah, I think it's only because these are being held for a very short amount of time. We need that to be a 10 cycle gap between these two. Also, this has to be way longer. Yeah, way longer. So... Does it need to be way longer? Yeah, it needs to be way longer for now. But why now? I don't know. Yeah, so this A activates and then this gets reset. So yeah, that's gonna be a big problem there. For now, let's set this to 999. I realized there was some issue with all the counting. Oh, 999 broke. Why did it break? Yeah, we just keep writing though. Why does it break then? Is it because of the A again? I think it's because of this A again. The A resets this too early. Yeah. Okay. I can fix that. It's not hard to fix. I just need to make sure that there's enough space to do this kind of thing. Okay. So we don't need an A here. The A only comes out after you get thrown away. Just to make sure that only after you get thrown away does this get reset. And then this has to write 2 above it, not 1 above it. Right? I don't know. No, why? Oh, there's no connection here. That can't be the only problem, yeah. It goes this way, okay. Okay. We want the loop to go this way, but now it's going the other way around. And it's going up this way, okay. We can probably fix that. Probably. It's gonna be fairly challenging, but I just need a lot more space. Jeez, I'm gonna have to redesign this entire thing. Okay. Let's go back to the original. Like this. This seems to have done the best, because honestly what I can do is I can just do this. And then that. Yeah, there's a lot of space here I can use. This should still work as intended until a certain point. Yeah, this point where this A breaks it. Can I do this? Let's say I did this. Would that work? I think it would. I actually think it would. Maybe the timing is a bit off, but I think it would work. Oops, just kidding. What the heck? Oh, right, this writing has to be down here. Ooh. Okay, how about this? Oops, wrong button. Yeah, how about that? What do I do? You wait until this hashtag comes out. That's the important part. Actually, that's not really the most important part, but yeah, we can do this. We'll wait. We'll wait for some amount of time. The writing begins. The writing begins. The writing begins. I need to wait for the 8 to come out. Let's see if the 8 comes out. I mean, honestly, since we're waiting for 10 cycles, the 8 will always get through anyway. But we'll see. We'll see if the 8 actually gets thrown out first or if it gets thrown out later. I mean, it doesn't really matter. The 8 gets thrown out here. I think we're waiting for 13, really. Because the 13 is the first thing it comes to. We're waiting if 13 gets pulled out first, or if 13 doesn't get pulled out first. Like right now, it's writing 12, right? Next, we'll be writing 13. Will 13 get pulled out on this exact turn? Yes! That's fancy. Okay. Let's just hold all the way here. It will not keep holding for some awkward reason. That's okay. Is it because of this A again? Let's get rid of the A now. Wrong button. So yeah, these guys will come out. And then the B will pull this out. This will get pulled out and then this will reset almost immediately after. These Bs won't do anything. And then this will next activate this guy. Looks like it. Wow, actually, does that just work? I think it does. Oh, just kidding. It fails on the 10 cycle one. Because of course it does, doesn't it? I mean, it looks like it passes the 10 cycle one. It takes very long though. But why does it fail the 10 cycle one? So now it's gonna do this. Is it because the 999 is still not enough? I think it's because it's still not enough, really. The whole 10 cycles. I'm gonna hold on to this. Oh, jeez, okay. Or is it because the one... No, we're waiting for 10 cycles, right? This will hold all 10 items before this lets go. Which means, yeah, everything will be fine. And it will start the test, right? So at what point does it go wrong? I don't know, is it here? It's at some point before this hash, I remember. Unless I'm looking at it wrong. Yeah, it's at this hash. In fact, it's right here at this B. The B is right. But after that, something happens. Oh, what the heck? What in the world was that? Things are coming in too fast. Okay. I suppose it makes sense if two things are pulled out at the same time. Which in this case, all the 21s will get pulled out at the same time. 21... yeah, at this point in time, all the 21s get pulled out. Ah, and therefore they will get mixed here. The 101... The 162 and the 101 will mix. Can I copy this? No. What if I don't want them to mix? One of them has to wait for an extra turn, which shouldn't be too difficult. In fact, the longer one has to wait for an extra turn. I mean, isn't that easy enough to fix? Just kidding, it messes up somewhere else. Yeah, because of course it does. Okay, why does it mess up here then? Why is shifting by 1 incorrect? These 67s, oh, now they're 3 apart. Okay. And then, so, now the wrong things mix, right? Ah, jeez, okay, I have to wait for 67 to come out. I might as well just do this. Yeah, okay, fine. Ah, jeez, okay, then what do I do to fix that? Isn't that always gonna be a problem? I mean, yeah, kind of. How do I make sure they don't go in at the same time? How will I make sure that doesn't happen? Yeah, how do I make sure that doesn't happen? Can I really make sure that doesn't happen? Is there any way that I can do that? I think it has to be like a one-time deal, honestly. That has to just work. Like, it has to barely sort things out. Right? I think so. I don't know actually. I really am not sure. Like, there just has to be some way of fixing this. Oh, if I should probably like... These V's are all identical, that's actually crazy. Yeah, all the 162s are identical. There's 3 21s coming in, all very, very at the exact same time. Or 2 apart, which because of the delay at the bottom counts as the exact same time. But offsetting by 1 doesn't work, offsetting by 2 doesn't work. Offsetting the other way by 1 probably doesn't work either. In fact, offsetting the other way by 1 actually makes the issue... I don't know, it looks like it will be the exact same. Under a very specific circumstance, it will be the exact same. But like, it'll probably work for this case, but there will be one special case where it doesn't work. Right? Yeah. Yeah, these 2 E's, as you can see here. Or these 3 E's. Why does it work for the 3 B's but not the 3 E's? Isn't that kind of funny? So all these 52s, yeah, these 52s that are right beside each other, then it will not work anymore. Yeah, you get this merge. In fact, this merge will always occur regardless of where you put the obstructor. Ah, but the problem is that I don't want... Ah, what? How do I not get them to merge? There's no way to not get them to merge though, is there? How can I not get them... How can I get them to not merge? Without duplicating the output? I have to slow things down. I really have to slow things down. And then offset each other by 1. Ah. This is insane. This is so sad. It almost works. And then there's this hitch that stops it from working. And all the B's go together. But why? How? How do I stop this? Hmm. Okay. What am I doing? Yeah, of course. Hmm. What? Oh yeah. Okay, what goes wrong already? What? What went wrong there? Why did 100 get pulled out? I don't know. Let's hold on. Let's wait for 13 again, just so I can check. Oh, the duplicating. Oh, now it's flipped. Yeah, okay. There you go. My question is, does this fix it? And why does that fix it? Okay. So, fun fact. I cheated. I just saw the solution and I realized that they had this really weird block of obstructors. Why does that happen? Why? What is that for? Why does it work? We're gonna have to go in deeper again. Alright, let me get rid of all the breakpoints. Let's go all the way back to the triple B's here. Why does that work? There are always gonna be triple something, I guess. So here there are triple B's. Help by 2. What? Yeah. How did that change its cycle by 1? Like, how? Did it actually do that? How did it manage to do that? Just how? That made 0 sense. And we went to the triple E's after that. How did that make sense? I mean, the triple E's were always not going to be a problem, I think. Fixing the triple B's caused the triple E's to be a problem, but the triple B's were never an issue. It's just because the holding by 2 has to be experienced by every bit, right? Or it's active. Oh, it's activated by the thing before it. The last bit is the one that takes the longest, but because this comes right before you and activates, this will always be not 2, but 3 steps ahead of it by the time it releases. And that barely manages to offset any double spacing. all triple spacing is also fixed in that regard, and therefore everything above it is also fixed. I think is how you could resolve that. I don't even know how that works, honestly. But alright, I think this works. Let's hope it works. Let's hope it works. Alright. Actually, before that, let's shift it up here. I mean, this works for this case, but does it work for the other cases? Maybe. I don't know how this in the world works. Oh, it doesn't. Wow. Okay. It manages to fail here. Jeez. It managed to fail at A0. Wow. We do have a 0 in here. Oh, is a 0 never... Oh, this has to be written back to 1. 0 is never touched ever again. Oh, that's kind of awkward. Okay. What if it went the other way around? Wait. Okay, let's try this. There you go. Yeah, I guess a 0 is in fact never going to get interesting. Okay. What the heck? Oh. What? Why? Why? Hello? Did I break something again? What'd I break? Why do I keep breaking stuff? Yeah, I mean... Something wrong here? Where does this suddenly break? Okay, so when A8 is supposed to come out, what happens? The 8 gets pulled out. Oh. Huh? Wait, what? Ah, jeez, okay. Let's do this again. Just let me hold on, wait for me to press tab 80 times, I guess. Why doesn't A get pulled out? Oh, duh, because they're not connected. Jeez. Okay. So now the 0 will be written down here, right? If I click the tab another 50 times, yeah, it should be. Yeah, 0 will be written down, 0 will be pulled out. Okay, there you go. And that should do it. All 0s are resolved because 0 was an edge case for some reason. Okay, now that all 0s are resolved, is everything actually resolved? Oh my god, we have to wait for very, very long here. Yeah, there are a lot of test cycles on this one. A surprising number. Oh, just kidding, we break somewhere. What is this? It's another A0, it's another edge case. 156 gets pulled in instead of 154. Okay. This A is for position 98. Yep, wait for me to hold tab 60 times. There's no there's no input system where you can input like a certain cycle number that you want to skip to, right? I guess not. That's fair, I guess. Okay, so wait, this is even the right one. We're looking for this A? 112. Oh. 112 is this. Oh, this is a 10 cycle thing. Oops. A 2 gets pulled out. Why? Oh no, there's a 0 in there. Does a 0 not get pulled out fast enough? Ooh, the 0 doesn't get pulled out fast enough. The first thing that comes out is a 2. Oh, the 0 doesn't get pulled out fast enough. Why doesn't the 0 get pulled out fast enough? I suppose we can go back to this one where if you want to take another look. The 0 is the last thing here. If that 0 is the last thing here, it just barely doesn't get by? Oh, then this thing has to be later then. So as to not write a 1 here too early on. Yeah, alright, well. Will a single number fix this entire system? I fixes this test. Okay, the question is, does it actually fix every test? Because I don't know if a small number fix can derail the entire system. It's entirely possible that it can. As it has before. It always has. It always has potential to destroy the system. Just a small number change. I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm really hoping it doesn't. But we're gonna have to wait here for about 20 times 20,000, about 400,000 cycles. So just bear with me, I guess. This is a really long video, isn't it? Well, I'm gonna edit this into 2 episodes, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Okay, no issues thus far, but we're not halfway through yet, so we won't ever know. Okay, yeah, the moment I say that. What is going on here? Is the 108 finally giving us issues? 14? Oh yeah, it's just gonna wait until 90. Is it actually truly that? It's a G, right? Ah, these merge. Oh. What the heck? Just do it longer? Like 1 longer? Really? Oh my goodness. I mean, okay, if you say so. I mean, it's not that easy to... It's not that difficult to fix. But still, why? I mean, yeah, okay, I guess. This, like, kind of derails a lot of stuff, but it's alright. 1 extra bit here. Was this equivalent to anything else? Yeah, it was equivalent to this bit, so this one has to be a whole by 1. Fix it now? Jeez, holding on to 1,000 cycles. Yeah, fixes it now. How many edge cases are there gonna be? Did I really do this so badly that I need to fix every single possible edge case? Because that is horrendous. I mean, yeah, I guess. It fixed this edge case. I guess if I held even longer, that should actually fix it. I think the interesting thing is because this last bit here is the maximum bit. Also because this is the minimum... Yeah, it's... The one thing that would derail this is if there were 1 pair that ended in the final G bar value. But we know there are always going to be 2 pairs at least. So this is actually the minimum that I need. Which is so sad that it's just 1 plus 999. But alright, fine. We'll run through this entire thing again. Ah, jeez. Was I gonna say something? I was gonna say, yeah, I got this this from a solution I found online. I mean, I didn't get it all from a solution I found online. I got the basic idea. I got the obstructors idea. I kind of just wasn't bothered to fix this like simple tripling edge case. I wonder if doubling ever shows up anywhere, but hopefully it does and does get fixed in the process. Yeah, we know all these cases work so far. Yeah, it's the exact one that we fixed. How many more possible edge cases could there be that go wrong? I don't know. But it feels like we fixed 2 of the worst edge cases. Like literally on the edges. The one at the very earliest, the A with an empty bar, and G with a full bar. We fixed both edges. We've extended it by 1, so like it barely fits. I think what we were building for being exclusive they wanted us to include the extreme values. I don't know how we accidentally built it to exclude the extreme values, but I guess we accidentally did. Let's hope the last two work. Alright. Oh, there's one more. Alright. And... perfect! 23,000. This might be the highest count yet. I think. I think there was one that was 60,000, but that was like... I don't know what that was. Yeah, this is definitely really bad, but I'll go and optimize it when I can. I think a very fix would just be to multiply this by 14, because then you get even numbers on all of these. Should I try that? 14, 14, 14. This one we divided by 2, which is 500. Nah, just kidding, doesn't fix. Alright, let's not do that ever again. Okay, there you go. That solves it. Oh. Okay, file sorter. Looks like my cycle count wasn't even that far. Like it's still on a low percentile, but it's still not that low. People have gotten way worse. Yeah, alright, I guess I'll try and fix this icons in space. That's I think the one I need to fix the most. But other than that, yeah, I think I'm done with file sorter for now. Next episode we'll do this secret level, I think. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yeah, see you guys next time. Bye bye.